Hi guys, I'm Hillary and I'm joined by the cast of Soon by You.
Hey!
Hope you all enjoyed episode 4. It was amazing, guys. Very well done. Loved watching it.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
And we're excited just to chat with the cast and get their thoughts on some of the content of the episode, particularly around the Jscreen event for Jewish genetic screening. And I'm just curious, what motivated you to incorporate the Jscreen event and Jscreen information within the webisode?
I think it came about at a point where I was actually just learning about Jscreen for the first time. And it made so much sense because we were actually writing the episode and we had this like blank event. We didn't know what it was going to be, but there was going to be...
Insert project here.
Literally, that's what the script said.
Love that.
And Noah's character was supposed to be running this volunteer event. At one point it was like a Save the Sharks thing, something like that.
Sharks need saving.
Awesome.
But then I learned about Jscreen and it just seemed so perfect because it's so relevant to our audience.
And it's so pertinent to everyone watching, whether they themselves are going to be having children or their children are going to be having children or it's their cousin or best friend. And I think that's why it's so important for us to get the word out about this important cause.
Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in this community, I can't speak for the entire community, but I know I didn't really know about Jscreen beforehand, and I think it's something that people should know about.
Right.
And if through our episode, hopefully you enjoy the episode for the episode's sake, but if that also exposed you to Jscreen, and now that you know that it's out there, you're maybe doing a little bit, research about it, something that is interesting to you, or you're just watching a random video with us talking about it, hopefully you find out a little bit more about it, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. And I think one of the big things that Soon by You has done and is continuing to do is kind of breaking down kind of stereotypes or stigmas around certain things, and I think genetic testing definitely comes under that category. People are afraid of it or it freaks them out, and we just wanted to, kind of explore how it's really relatively simple, especially with something like Jscreen, to take those measures to have a healthy family.
And I think all of the characters are so relatable, especially to us as young professionals living in the community. And whether you're in Manhattan or you're in California or wherever you live, like just the characters and their dynamics are, we know someone like that, maybe that's us ourselves. So this really makes us more inclined to check out this information that you're promoting within the episode, whether it's genetic testing or any other important concept. So I think that's really great, and you do it in a very funny manner.
That's great.
Thanks.
All right.
Try.
It's one of our goals, I'd say.
So just on a personal level, like within relationships or for yourself, is this something you've ever mentioned on a date? Is this something you've ever done yourself?
So I actually encountered Jscreen a few months before we brought it into the episode. A friend of mine is a genetic counselor.
Wow.
And we were talking about it at a Shabbat meal actually, and I thought it was really interesting, and she kind of broke it down into how simple it was, and she's a huge proponent of Jscreen. So, and it's been so I decided to get tested, and it's super easy. They send the kit to you, and I felt so much better afterwards just being armed with knowledge.
Right. And I think that's a big misconception. People think it's really hard to access. You actually just go online and a spit kit is sent to your house right in the mail. We actually have one.
It's called the spit kit.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
Fun. Couples who spit together stick together.
Hey.
But yeah.
An interesting visual also.
We should have put that in the episode, right guys?
But that's a good
Stay
point.
tuned for episode 5.
Yeah, regardless of the spit kit.
Just part 2.
But you also mentioned, how easy it is. Like, spit is it. That should be it. Spit is it. Because I think a lot of other people, a lot of other genetic screening venues will end up taking blood, and a lot of people are turned off by that invasive aspect, needles and stuff like that. This is literally just like spitting, which I do all the time.
Anyways,
all the time.
Might as well be getting tested while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, how do you think your characters would have reacted to getting screened or bringing this up on a date? I'm really curious, since we've all fallen in love with all of your...
You know what? I throw something out there, because this is not the first time we mentioned, mentioning it on a date.
Right.
Tell me if any of you disagree. I'd probably say not date number 1.
Okay.
Maybe.
Fair,
right?
yeah.
Maybe the concept, but like if you're talking about like we should go get tested together
right now.
We should go to I brought the spit kits with us. Yeah,
It's a
I
great
mean, I
first
feel-
date, you know?
Yeah.
Just go and
Breaking the ice. What's
Couples
your favorite
that stick
color?
together,
What's your
stay together.
carrier status?
That's my thought. I don't know.
I agree.
Okay.
True.
And it's really something that everyone can do at whatever point in their life they feel comfortable, as long as it's before you have a kid. So whether you're in college, whether you're dating, whether you're already married, it's really a personal choice as to when you do it. But this is just putting it on people's radar and making sure it's really mantra and on that like wedding checklist, right? We're worried about so many other things in life, like getting our flu shots or whatever, you know, getting our gym memberships on time. But this is really something that might fall short that people might not be aware of.
And to answer your first good question about characters, as my character was running the event, I believe she would be very pro the spitting
absolutely
in the kit for Jscreen.
She could do it twice. She would.
No, I think, you know, because Noah's a very proactive person and doesn't like to kind of keep the status quo just because that is the way it is. So Noah would definitely be in full support of the Jscreen initiative.
We love Noah.
You mentioned the wedding checklist before, and I think some people that I've spoken to, they're reluctant maybe to include this on their wedding checklist because if you're at the point where you're deciding to get married, you start thinking about like, what if we get you know, the not the best result, God forbid, right? And you find out that maybe there is some kind of carrier issue. But then we were talking a little bit beforehand about how that doesn't necessarily mean that like this is a bad couple at all, because there are lots of why don't you?
No, exactly. And people think this is the end all be all. Like we're gonna say don't get married, don't have kids. That's not the case. We want you to get married. We want you to have kids. We just want them to be healthy.
We want you to get married.
We're gonna set you up. No, but really the important thing is that this is to help you have a healthy family, and it really is knowledge is power and being proactive. So you can do something about it. There's many options to have a healthy baby, and the only way to know if you're a carrier of something is either to get tested or to have an affected child. So DNA is invisible. We're all healthy carriers, you just don't know. So that's why getting screened is so important. It literally takes 10 minutes and it can change the course of your life and really help you have that happy, healthy baby that, you know, we're all dreaming of. And the point of all this on the show and dating is really to have that family life, and I think that's what we're all striving for, and on the show and on a personal level. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Well said.
Thank you for all your work.
I want to get screened again.
Screen test for you. But thank you all again. We love watching this show. And if you're interested in getting screened, you just go to jscreen.org, request a kit. It will come right in the mail to you. And
that easy.
Yeah, super simple. Bye guys.
Thanks for watching.
Just spit. Congratulations! You just finished a Soon By You video. Make sure you click on our logo below to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more Soon By You content, and check out these videos here because you could win a new car! Just kidding, but you'll get great new Soon By You content.